Hey everybody, I'm going to do a proper video this time because the last one was just too short. So the last one ended really abruptly because I'd gone through the drive-through at McDonald's and now I'm done with that. So to recap, this is day 8. I'm done with Missouri. I'm leaving Missouri. It's well after 8 p.m. Because I got to BSing and left way too late. Anyway, it's a 4-hour and 36-minute drive to where I'm going. Be all right. Nothing I'm not used to. Today was an amazing adventure. I got up. I changed the oil for my buddy, his car. After lunch, we went and visited the area of Independence there. We went to the President Truman Visitor Center, which in turn we went to the Truman House and actually went inside the Truman House, which I didn't get to do that last year. And it was amazing. It was really cool. We got to see how he lived, and in a sense, I really felt like we'd gone back in time. You could see as we went through the kitchen, the back kitchen out the front door, and the kitchen was the only thing that was really modernized because, well, so President Truman died in 1972 and his wife Bess died 10 years later. So the appliances were reflective of, 70s appliances in 1982, like the stove. Spotted the blender, and I'm like, hey, I remember having a blender just like that when I was a little boy. So that was really cool. And in this little alcove next to this door, I think it's a side entry, that I saw his hat. He was known for wearing hats and overcoats under a 3-piece suit, kind of. I mean, he was a suit and tie kind of guy. I saw his hat and his coat, and then I saw Bess's coat right next to it, just as they left it since 1982. You can bet that I wanted to touch that coat. I wanted to touch that hat so that I could physically touch an object that he himself had touched him, But I didn't, because it wouldn't have been good. Would have been good for me, but not for the park ranger, because he would have had to throw me out. But so then we went to the library, the presidential library, where not only is he buried, his wife is buried, but his daughter and son-in-law are also buried. So I took some pictures, and I got to see his grave, and I got to pay my respects to him personally, like I'd wanted to, like I'd been planning. And it's like it kind of come full circle. Like last year when I came out to Kentucky, I just kind of looked at the house and I was like, okay, so I've seen the house I wanted to see for the last 20 years. But now I actually got to go inside and kind of see firsthand how he lived. And it was just an amazing experience. We also went to the house that was across the street that belonged to his aunt and uncles and his and the cousins that were neighbors of Bess. See, that house that I went to, that was the house that Bess lived in with her mother and grandmother. And how they got together, I guess, is the best way to. What started the courtship was that there was a cake plate that needed to be returned, and so he was just looking for an excuse to go over there to, I guess, see Bess. So he went over there, returned the cake plate, and stayed over there for a couple hours. And so, but he used it as an excuse to go see her. which I thought was pretty cool. Apparently, they went to high school together. They went to Sunday school together. So they'd always really known each other. And in that house that belonged to his relatives, there's a picture of what looks like it's like their graduation picture. And so they got a circle around him. They got a circle around Bess, and like they're in the picture together. And anyway, it was really cool. Went through the gift shop there, and then I happened to see that they had this Rosie the Riveter shot glass. My mom collects shot glasses, so I bought her one. Because why not? And then we went back to the house and proceeded to just bullshit some more. Until I left about 7:15, 7:25, something like that. Went to Walmart over here just to get some distilled water for my CPAP. And, oh man, this place is a zoo. It was packed. I mean, like, I had to have been waiting at least a half hour or so before I, paid for my stuff and left. Now, I just went through McDonald's to get me something to eat, because realistically, I'd just eaten a little bit of pizza for lunch, and that was it. That's all I've really eaten all day, so now I'm eating my Big Mac meal, and I'm going to get on the road, because I really don't want to eat a Big Mac while I'm trying to drive an interstate, so I'm going to finish this real quick. I'm going to be out on the road. Next stop is Grand Island, Nebraska. A little over 4.5 hours away. And so I'm sorry that there wasn't more video. We took a couple pictures, but I'm not really posting any pictures of my road trip because, well, people that are surprising when I get home, they see my Facebook. Now, granted, I have been tagged in some things here and there, but I'm hoping that there's, I can play it off, but you're like, well, that was last year when I was here. They just, I don't know. Maybe they won't put two and two together, so I don't have to feign or tell a little white lie or whatever. At any rate, so this is day 8, and this is the conclusion. Well, I'll do another video when I get to the hotel. So that'll be conclusion of day 8, the conclusion of Missouri. And then tomorrow, day 9, will be Nebraska, where hopefully, if all goes well, I'll see my great-great-grandfather's grave. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that I find it, and then I can, have that connection to the Kennedy family, because he's the Kennedy. He was the brother of Joseph Kennedy Sr. He was disavowed from the family because he defied Joseph Kennedy Sr. in regard to who he married. My great-great-grandfather obviously married my great-great-grandmother, who happens to be German and non-Catholic. Hence why we didn't grow up Catholic. So James told his brother where to go, and in turn, Job cut us out, all of us out of the family fortune, of the family lineage, all that stuff. Now, mind you, the only reason why I know that we are actually true bona fide Kennedys is because years ago, my great uncle, my grandfather's youngest brother, had a neighbor who had a timeshare, I guess, in Hyannisport. Point is, she rubbed elbows with the Kennedys a lot. knew them personally, went to their clam bakes, whatever, and they were familiar. She had casually said that she was neighbors with James's grandson in Oregon. That would be my Uncle Al, my great Uncle Al. And Ted Kennedy had said nonchalantly, as a matter of fact, that James had not been a member of the family for a very long time. Now, with that said, that will never hold up in a court of law, obviously, because it's hearsay. I wasn't there to witness it. But you know what? It works for me. It's true for me because, well, my great uncle wouldn't lie to me. I assume that the neighbor wouldn't lie to him. So that's all I need to believe in the validity that I'm a Kennedy. I mean, you know, it's a trivial point, really. It's an anecdote, right? And I'm not looking for anything, no notoriety, no riches, no fame, no glory, nothing like that. Just that I find it to be interesting that I'm related to a notable family, and I just find that to be cool, amazing, what have you. So I am going to wrap this up, because now this is a true proper video. That other one's like 3 minutes. Maybe I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that other video like a bonus, and you'll see what I was getting to, and then I got stopped up because I was in the drive-through. So this will be day 8 Nebraska, and the other will be like day 8 Nebraska bonus, and it's really like a rehash or a repeat of what, or this really is a repeat of that because I filmed that first, but I'm going to put it in secondary. At any rate, so now you know, no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe. I'm kidding. I had to nerd out. So the next video after this will be when I'm at my motel and I'm settled and I can go into further detail about the conclusion of the day, which, I mean, may include what happens on the road. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of cool, amazing things have happened, and yeah, like seeing honest to God cardinals. I mean, being from Oregon, we don't have cardinals in Oregon, and I saw a few cardinals there at Truman's house today, so that was pretty cool. So at any rate, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to tell you all to be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and happy trails, because I'm hitting it now. I'm leaving the Oregon Trail start point, and I'm trailing off on my way home to Oregon. So happy trails, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care.